Okay, so here's the thing. I love Christmas music. I really do. That's why I'm here. I'm enjoying this. This is great. There's one song gets on my nerves a little. And it's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And I know, shock. The worst is, have you ever heard Dean Martin's version of this song? Does anyone know this version?
Yes.
He happens to do, he calls Rudolph Rudy at one point. Like, I didn't know he got to be so familiar with the reindeer. I don't know what that all came about. And then at one part, he gets to be Santa, and when he does Santa's voice, he goes, Rudolph, mit your nose so bright, won't you guide mine sleigh tonight? Now, I get it, Santa Claus, it's a German name. But I don't know why he has to sound like a villain on Hogan's Heroes. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. And at one point, our velvet-voiced crooner calls him Rudy the Red-Beaked Reindeer. The song is an anti-bullying song. And here's Dean making fun of him after the reindeer has saved Christmas. It's just very wrong. You know, the whole song, the whole story of Rudolph, it's just sad to me. Even as a little kid, I was sad. You know, the other reindeer made fun of him. I didn't like that part. I just, you know, they wouldn't let him play in the reindeer games, which is a total shame, because he's really good at Parcheesi. You know, but I found out later that the reindeer made fun of all of the other reindeer. They slut-shamed Vixen. You know? Well, her name was Vixen, and true to her name, she'd been with Comet and of course Cupid, right? And Blitzen, but you can't really blame him because he was drunk. He also lived up to his name. So I just feel like they were so mean to him. And here's the thing. I also feel like that story could have been so much improved, maybe if like Stan Lee had written it. Are we all familiar with the guy that created Spider-Man and all those comic book heroes? Here's how I think it should go. Mutant reindeer saves Christmas. In a world that fears and hates him, one tiny reindeer will use his genetic curse, his bulbous glowing nose, to save Christmas from a terrifying fog that has spread throughout the world. Because that's the other thing here, you guys. How much fog do we really have? Does this little reindeer have to, I mean, is it all over the world, really? Is it the whole earth, an earth-covering fog that he has to do? Because that's insane. And frankly, why couldn't Santa just buy some frickin' headlights? Don't get me started. It's just a big mess. And you know, and I don't want to tear down other lovely Christmas songs, but I do have to say one other thing. In Wish You a Merry Christmas, it bothers me that these people are holding people hostage to get some frickin' figgy pudding. It's not even that good, you guys. Thank you.